Volker, nice to see you again. You were here for Day of the Jackal last time. Thank you for coming back with this film.
Well, thank you for having me.
You are known for working with Edward Berger recently, the aforementioned Oscar-winning All Quiet on the Western Front and Conclave. How did this project with Catherine Bigelow come about?
Well, she called me, and and I was actually in Los Angeles, and my agent asked me if I want to fly to New York. Obviously I'm living in Germany, so I'm flying a lot to Los Angeles, and the flights are not getting shorter. But I really love to be here because just by staying outside at the reception, I'm so glad that I came this time, because I really love the atmosphere. I love the wonderful musicians. I think they do a great job. Thank you so much. And she called me, and obviously the first thing is, I have to fly again. But I said to Patty, I will do that for Catherine Bigelow. I think I fly everywhere. And I heard the same from the actors, by the way, when they were getting asked. I think there was everyone quite saying yes directly.
I bet. This film is split into 3 sections. Did you approach them differently in terms of music?
Well, it's a little different to other films because the film is very documentary in a way, and there's a lot of language. And so when I read the script, you never know how it is placed in the film then. And when I saw the first chapter, I felt it is nice to connect the 3 chapters because they are in a way describing the same thing, but at the same time they have to somehow escalate. They have to get, more bold over the time of the film. And at the same time, I had the feeling I need very small, motives, because you somehow have to squeeze them in between the sentences. So if you use too long melody lines, and I know I'm All Quiet had 3 notes, this one has 4, so I hope for Christmas I get the 5th one, and I can write longer themes. But no, it's actually very interesting to use small motives to repeat them, and they are quite memorable. It's not always the long lines that are memorable.
You use a lot of woodwinds and brass instruments, as we heard there. It sort of creates this tension, almost, we're waiting for this bomb to go off.
Yeah, I was experimenting with low woodwinds in London at Air Studios, because I had with them quite a couple of experiences where they had very extraordinary, seldom, low flutes, and which I'm a big fan of these very bassy instruments. So I asked them to sing in the instrument and to hum while they are playing, and to get this kind of moaning into the... I had the feeling that there are creatures somehow under the earth that
animalistic almost, right?
Yes, they are who are moaning, and in a way crying silently about what's happening on Earth in a way. So I was trying to figure out how I can achieve that with woodwinds, and at the same time I doubled a lot of the string instruments with a baritone saxophone. So who was being very ecstatic, trying to create these staccatos on top of the strings.
You mentioned Air Studios, Sir George Martin's studio. How was that process? How did you enjoy recording there?
I mean, for me, London is 1-hour flight, 50 minutes.
I'm sensing a theme here.
So sometimes when I arrive in London, they say, "Oh, we took longer to our studio from outside of London than you took with a plane from Düsseldorf." And at the same time, I have a smaller city. Everything in my city in Düsseldorf is reachable in 10 minutes by bike. And so I'm not wasting time in traffic. So I can write in that time. I can write music. So I'm really appreciating that. And in London, it starts, getting quite busy. And so, but once I'm in the studio at Air, I really appreciate their knowledge about microphones. And I nearly bought everything that they have for my own studio, because I just felt they have such a knowledge about old microphones, and then I wanted to have the same, to record the strings in the same way, and yeah.
I bet. Well, look, let's give it up for Volker Bertelmann. Thank you very much.